Now I'm high as fuck, so don't ask me how. Give a fuck if you test me now. Trying to make it out of these barroom roads. For all the people that I love the most. Lost my soul is to these western flows.
We'll get into that story later on in the podcast.
We will, yeah.
Familiar faces, and then we have a guest. I'll let you introduce yourself, bro.
Hello. You look at us.
Right, just look at everybody. I don't know, bro. We'll
forget the camera.
We'll figure it out, bro.
Figure it out.
Just talk a bit about yourself, bro. Like,
well, my name's Kane. I always like to tell people that I'm a lord.
You're a lord? Do you own some land?
I do.
What makes you a lord if you own?
So, my mum bought us it as a Christmas present about 6 years ago now.
I think that's.
And to be honest, mate, it was the scariest present I ever opened. Because do you know when you get your exam results?
I've never got land as a present, so I don't know how it feels, bro.
Yeah, it was mad. I didn't even know it was a thing. But you know when you get your exam results in that A4 brown envelope, and it's quite intimidating.
Yeah.
Well, I'm opening all my Christmas presents, loving life, and then I open this up, and it's like an A4 envelope. I'm like,
what is this?
Mum, what's going on? She's like, open it. I was like, I'm not getting put up for adoption here, am I? She's like, no. I'm like, I'm only home now. And I open it, it's like these certificates.
How old were you then?
Oh, 15, I think, 16.
15. So a bit, you know, still naturalised for adoption and that.
Still eligible. She threatened it a few times.
So wait, when she got you this land, was it part of a bigger statement? Was it part of, was it just,
online,
let's just get you...
Online. Just all online. So basically it came as like a bundle pack, so I own a square foot of land. Hey, that'll fit me on.
That's crazy.
Nah. But it's because I own a bit of land, I'm then entitled to be called a landlord.
Wait, I just need to backtrack, wait. Your mom's thinking about Christmas presents, right? Was it Christmas? So she's like, you were 15, so like Xbox. You know?
Man, I had to go for a shift for my dad for
She's like
Christmas Day.
FIFA, and then she goes, you know what? Land.
Yeah.
How does that thought process happen?
The good thing is my mum, which is what's been installed in me, is she loves anything different. Like, you know, she doesn't want to, like, I got my Xbox and stuff like that, but she always likes something a bit different.
I can tell you that's
a bit
different.
edgy.
Yeah, that is like, bro, she was just thinking to us, I'll just buy this boy a land. How does that thought even
Well, she's a lady now, I'm classed as a lord, but then there's another version called Laird, which is L-A-I-R-D.
What's that?
But is that like a higher rank or something?
Just a different version of a lord.
So wait.
Look at that.
Hey,
bro! Man says lord!
How many times have you gone to like a club and just shown someone?
Mate,
like you have a lord, innit?
Every time.
And they respect it. Do you know what? When I show my ID to the bouncers, do you know what they do? They look at my ID, they laugh. I'm like, why are you laughing? He's like, oh, because I saw you from Iraq. And you live in CM, it's basically the same place. And I'm like, and you get called lord.
Jokes.
That's
literally such an interesting story though. So did that spark anything in you in terms of property ownership, or was that just something you own? And you
it was more the title side of things, because obviously it's a bit of a showing off thing, you know. Oh yes, I'm a lord, yeah. I'm a lord.
I'd show off if I were you.
I would, bro. Like, you can't talk to me if I'm a lord, bro. Like,
you missed it.
I've had a few lasses like, oh, so if I'm married, will I be a lady? I'm like,
yeah, but it'll have to be good at sucking dick. Bro, that's crazy.
Alright, so basically, did that actually spark any other like ventures into property? Does that make you feel like?
I think like at the time I was too young to really understand it all, 15. But over time, mate, 100%.
Yeah.
Over time, like I don't know how long it was later, but it got thinking. I was like, yeah. Imagine I get a call one day, is this Lord Kane? I'm like, oh yes. Like, there's a massive oil spot under your 1 foot of land, I'll give you 10 million. I'm like, yes!
Imagine, well, you can't find diamonds can you find diamonds in the UK?
You never know.
I don't, yeah, there could be, bro.
You could find a Roman coin, which is worth a few million.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
That's so true though, but like, I never, so wait, so you got this land, it's still there.
Yeah.
You haven't built anything on it.
Nah.
So how much land do you have to buy to become a lord, bro? Because if I buy like, just a bit.
Yeah, because everyone owns houses and like a bit of land, but they're not called lords.
Wait, that's the thing I don't understand myself, because you get landlords and property owners and stuff, but they don't get their titleship as lords. So
what I know is basically it's a certain how much space.
Yeah, that's what I think.
In one big piece of land. So
you can buy as much as you want, I think, because it's all in the Scotland Highlands. Like mine's in the Glencoe Estates, which is where I bought mine from. So I'm assuming a few people will own absolute tons of acres, selling it off, and then somehow include a title with it.
That's crazy. We could have recorded the podcast in your land.
It's all stood into one.
It's a bit cold out here.
Well, I got like a map, and I had like, just imagine like an A4 bit of paper, like just a field on with like a grid view. And I have like AFFF1C3 for like one bit and like all this other stuff. The mine's just highlighted in the very middle. So I'm thinking, if there ever is a day where I'll go and visit it, how the fuck am I going to pinpoint A13FFFC? It's like, it's not going to happen.
On Google Maps, you can't locate a space.
There might just be a goat living there or something.
Get
my land, bro!
Some seagulls and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Alright, but that's sick. So you own a land. So what do you do for a living actually? Because I thought that was quite interesting seeing you on Instagram.
At the minute, I've set up my business on the side, but I'm just delivering pizzas.
Okay.
Overall work, like as far as jobs go, I've done all sorts, man.
Yeah.
I've always tried to, at the time,
Different.
one, I wanted new experiences. I get bored quite easy in
Yeah, I
certain
think
jobs.
I'm sort of the same as well. Like, I can't really stay at a place for too long.
It's hard, man.
Yeah.
Once you've picked up the skills and you've done the enjoyment, it's
You
like,
wanna
well, what's
do
next?
more, yeah.
I'm not going to spend 5 years of my life in one job and move up one position for an extra £2 an
like, I
hour.
know, but this is what people say, that they say it's probably a millennial thing. Like, we young people, we're not dedicated to stuff. Do you know what I mean? And I think about it sometimes, I'm like, I can't stay in a job for 19 years, bro. Like, I can't, like, how does that
Unless
happen?
it's like the job is different every shift.
A million a year, and I'll do that. No
So for you, so it's not just, so it's I think it's across the entire generation where, so you've done a lot of different things, but do you actually find like any passion in one particular thing, or?
I think now, through all the things I have done, I love business and sales. Well, because I can
tell you're a salesman, bro.
I didn't.
It's just like a salesman. You want to sell me some magazines or something? What's going on here? I don't want a subscription.
You're getting one.
I've got good gas.
Get your card in.
My electric tariff is
I was gonna say,
good enough.
bro. I swear I've seen you in town saying it's your gas and electric. Like,
Me, probably.
is it?
Really? You did? But that's some
have you
balls,
done that, yeah?
I was one of them.
I swear I've seen you. You came up to me. Nah, I'm joking, bro.
No, I was thinking.
But no, you actually probably, because I did it for like a week as well, bro.
You did
I've
it?
done it for about 6 months, and we're based in Newcastle, and we're doing like loads of different
And then
events.
you go around the northeast and stuff. So.
Yeah. But normally most of them had like their pod, and you know, you'd walk past, hi, do you like cat and dogs or whatever it was, it may be. But like, we would literally be like, say, I'd be stood there, someone would be stood there, hi, how would you pay your gas and electric? And they're like, oh, fuck off.
Did you see the hand? That's the salesman, bro, right there. We need to get you on the AfterDark team, bro.
Yes, man.
But yeah, so you were selling stuff. So how was that experience for you, though, in general? Like,
it was because I wanted to get into sales for a while. And when I finally got into it, I was just swept away. I loved the atmosphere, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning in the office.
It was just I love that vibe. That's sick.
That is sick, though. Still, so like, was it like paid or like you get commission?
Commission only.
Oh, so you have to work hard. Like you literally, you can't just do your job and leave.
It started off mint, and I don't know if it was just me as a person getting shit out over time, which generally, you know, you start off shit and then you get better. And I don't know if it was the way they done things in their side of the things or what, but I started off earning mint money, and as time went on, it just got less and less and less, which is why when I was explaining before about how I was fucked, because I just love the job, I love the atmosphere, everything like that, so I didn't want to quit. I was earning no money, I was doing sales, I was getting the sales in, but cancellations and clawbacks and stuff would take away 3/4 of the
Oh, that
wage.
takes your wages. Oh, mad.
So I never knew what I was getting every week.
That's a tough job to
And
have, though, you know?
when you
because
make decisions as well.
But you're not sure. Like for me, like if I deal with a customer badly, right, and I'm getting paid, bro. Like I don't know. I'm like, bro, I don't need this. Like,
well, that was half of the
you
installment,
like,
because like every day it was pretty much the same stuff in regards to the morning meeting, the training, you know, it's all about mindset, you can't give up, entrepreneurship, this, that and the other. And no offence to the company I was working for, but I truly believe it was a brainwash environment where you're that into the whole thingy that like even when you're doing shit, you're not bothered because you want to do well, and you will keep on doing well till you do well. And that's essentially what I was in.
That's how they get you, isn't it?
Yeah. And I mean, I was doing sales, but then half of them would cancel with no proof, so I was like, well, come on, man.
And you did nothing wrong, you made the sale, and you're not going to attract the customer, like, you know what I mean?
Okay, so you quit that, and then what did you go into? Because I feel like that was your passion. Because you said you hit like hard. I don't know what that was about. Like,
It was that sales job. So basically, because I wanted to do well in it, I loved it, the people involved, this, that, and the other. But
I'm telling you, join the AfterDark team, bro. Like, we will get you selling.
yeah, let's do it, man. Aye, I'll start trying with me.
Like, hey, wanna try on this t-shirt?
Right now.
One of me favorite. There was a few like techniques you'd use. Like,
give me one of them.
random.
So, have you seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Sell me a pen.
Sell me that beer, bro. Sell me that beer right now, bro.
Ooh, that's on the spot. I like that.
Bro.
So,
I'm minding my business, right? I'm just here, like, just chilling.
So, how? What's the scenario here?
What's the scenario? So
he's driving and you happen to be in his passenger seat.
Help! Help!
You'll just wake up like,
what scenario is that? So I'm in town, right? I'm in town. I'm on the phone, right? What's my phone? Give me a phone. Okay,
it's a weekend and it's nighttime.
It's a nighttime.
So this is appropriate. You
I'm calling my boys. Hey, guys, are we coming out to town? And then you see me, you walk up to me, and then what do you do? Are you guys out in town today? Meet me in 5 minutes, bro. 5 minutes.
I heard you meeting your lads, are you?
Do I know you, bro?
Oh, sorry, my name's Kane.
Oh shit.
Lovely to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, man.
What's your name?
Yusuf.
Lovely to meet you. Are you meeting the boys in a bit, are you?
Yeah, they do this all the time, bro. They always late for stuff. You know
I'll take you having a few drinks, are you?
Bro, like, I'm in town, bro. Of course I'm having
Yeah, mate, that's it. I didn't think you wanted to be out in town not drinking. So, on that occasion, this beer, brand new to the market, Cobra, heard of it?
Nah, I didn't cider,
£2
bro.
and it's yours.
What?
Come on, there's over half a litre there, man.
But what, like,
I'm saving you the time of going to the shop. I know it's random. It's already got the lid on. So it's not fondled with in any sort of way.
This is sick.
I don't know, man. I don't have any change in me, bro.
Well, there's a cash machine over there.
Oh, objection handling. I rate that.
I thought you were going to pull out a card reader. I've got a card reader, man.
Next one.
Think on your feet. That's what I did. The objection handling.
Respect,
that's kind of good. That's kind of good.
That's the first time I've had that, to be honest. I enjoy that, so thank you. There's probably a load of shit came out of my mouth there.
No, it's good. That's good. The way he flicked, do you see how the way he flicked the bottle?
Yeah, I was like,
and there's like, whoa, what the hell?
When you said cash machine, I was like, that is thinking.
That's their mentality. No rejection.
Someone would be like, bro, I ain't got no cash, bro. Sorry, like, nah.
The reason why I knew that
cash machine
right there.
is because when people ask you for change, oh mate, I've got no change on. Well, there's a cash machine there. I'm like, fuck. You
can't escape, like, because well, unless you say I have no money, then that makes sense.
Nah.
Like, well, overdraft, you know, like. Well, I work for this bank.
But you know what I mean? Like, I feel like what you did, yeah. Like, I feel like. Because with the video on Instagram you posted as well, even with the podcast video, I feel like you're constantly selling yourself. Like everyone is selling something. Bro.
Yeah, of course. That's what Instagram is for.
That's what Instagram is. So like, if you could think on your feet and stuff like that, that's pretty good. Like for you on your Instagram, how do you use that to like promote yourself in general?
Well,
we talked about it on the last podcast. Like we struggle with like
sometimes we don't know if we're doing it too much.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you do want to promote yourself somehow.
I mean, I'm not, like, personally, I'd say there's never enough. You know,
really?
Nah.
No,
but don't you want to feel like you're annoying people, bro?
They don't have to watch.
It's true.
That's literally what I meant. If people are getting annoyed at what you post, it's their problem, not yours.
Please don't unfollow.
They're good guys, come on.
But you know.
So you just post as much content as possible is what you do?
There's some days I post none, there's some days where my stories are flooded and even I'm looking through like, fucking hell, really, Kane, really? It's mad because it just, for me personally, like, some days I'll just want to speak about something. So, boom, speaking.
It's not even selling himself, it's sometimes it's motivational.
But what's that about though? Like just speaking about random stuff, just like you wake up in the morning, you catch a vibe, and you're just like, let me just talk about this vibe.
The thing is, for me personally, I'm not, whatever I'm doing on Instagram stories or whatever it is, I'm not doing it to get attention or get a response. I'm doing it because I'm just simply
expressing
doing
yourself.
it. That's it. You know,
That's cool.
I don't necessarily always have someone to talk to, so the camera is my best friend. You know what I mean? Like,
Did you just reveal it?
I'm just crying.
That was emotional still though. But so you just like express yourself on Instagram, and if, I think you're right. If you don't like it, you don't like it, bro. Like
yeah, like literally, he's not forcing you to like watch it and like you're looking at it.
Even like on some of the stuff, like so say I'm about to do marketing for Forex.
Yeah.
I never used to, but now I'll say, look,
He says if you want
the next 5 slides are going to be Forex. If you don't want to do it, skip them.
Yeah.
You know, not everything I post and share is what everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Some people will like it, some people won't. The thing I like most about it is that I know there'll be that 1% that will want to watch it.
Yeah, I think that's the mentality you
I'm
should
the
have.
1%.
Like, you know,
My biggest fan.
So you said that you go on the camera and you just talk about stuff. So what vibe are you on today, bro?
Today,
Bro, because you came here dressed up pretty smart.
He's always dressed like that, by the way.
nah,
Is this just like you
Like
want
literally all the time.
And
I thought you
Every time you go outside, you wear this.
it was because of sales, man. It was the first time I ever wore a suit and dress up smart.
Yeah.
And I just fucking love it, man.
So every day you're looking fresh, bro.
Most days, if I'm in a tracksuit and these general clothes, because I really can't be arsed.
Do you know, like
Really
today how I
can't.
wore suit today? It was like the first time in 3 years, probably. You know?
How did you feel wearing the suit?
Amazing, mate. I was driving and I wore my watch for the suit.
Yeah, man,
I'm
got the
fam, I
tunes
feel
on.
good. Yeah, it feels
That's
good.
it.
I wish I can wear it from work.
I'm gonna wear it.
You
for work.
could?
It's because
wanna-
everyone is underdressed. So
Mate,
look
I
ridiculous.
deliver
Should we all
pizzas
just
and this,
start
man.
dressing up in suits from now on, bro?
Yes.
It's
If
so
we get
good.
anything from
In
this
uni
podcast-
as well.
Yes.
Everywhere you no, because I told you the whole thing about dressing up. Like you're constantly selling yourself. Like, cause I saw the video you posted about you're investing Forex and you're dressed up in a suit. Now, I believed you, bro. I don't know if you have any experience. I have no.
But because it is in a suit.
Image is
for
so
it.
powerful.
Yeah.
It really is. So safe. Have you seen Undercover Boss?
Yes.
It's the same principle where, like, say you're a millionaire and I'm broke.
Yeah.
I could be dressed in a suit and you could be dressed in absolutely scraggy clothes. You would assume visually from image that I'm the well-off one.
Yeah.
When in actual fact I'm broke as fuck and you're the absolute millionaire with like dress as someone that's not.
Yeah, and then as I said, because you're always selling yourself as well, it just feels like if you dress up in a suit, people are just gonna take you seriously. Like that's what I'm starting to think about. But I feel like
And that's like day-to-day life. You don't have to actually.
Suits and stuff like that, it's a powerful image, and not everyone's like. I got my friends like, why are you dressed like that? I'm like, first of all, I'm most confident when I'm dressed like this is because I love it. You know, I'm not bothered
I
what
like
people
that.
think.
I like that.
I deliver my pizzas like this, man. People
Actually, but like the fastest looking pizza guy I've seen. I'll give him
like
change.
this, dressed up in delivering a pizza
Fam.
to me, bro.
Well, that's it, man.
That's a
I love
dedicated, brother. Like it leaves an impression.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
guy
it does.
takes his
Like,
job
whoa.
seriously. Like.
Yeah, like wow, this pizza place is doing.
And do you know? That's such a good because you don't know who you're gonna meet at the door.
That was going to be my next point. I watched
I
the
just
video
deeped it now.
and they say you never know who the next person is you're going to meet. I could walk down the road, someone's like, hey, nice suit, and I'm like, oh, Chaz. He's like, oh, funnily enough, I make my own suits. Would you be interested in bloody
Yeah,
wearing
modelling?
one? Aye.
I
You
just
do not know.
This is bare knowledge, you know.
It's
What the hell?
crazy, man.
This
you don't.
podcast changed
This
my life, man.
podcast is quit school and watch this weekly. You'll learn a lot. Actually, yeah. Here's the question:
I continue.
relationship status.
Oh, single as a fucking kingdom now, man.
Why you just too busy with your career and all that?
Yes and no. I always would love a female companion along the way. I always love company, but
There's a bus that just. Our studio's bad, by the way.
Oh, brother, this is crazy. I continue.
it's a Thursday. No, it's Wednesday night special. aye.
Wednesday
Yeah,
night
Wednesday
special.
night
We need to do this at least once a month.
What have you done for your Wednesday? I was.
Okay. Don't shut the door. Just leave it slightly open.
That's what I've done.
Alright, cool. So, boom, relationship. What's going on, bro?
Did have a relationship 2-3 years ago. Loving my life, willing to marry the girl. Long story short, she broke my heart, fucked us over, blah blah blah, and that really like broke me. To be honest, I'm glad it happened because I spent a year basically partying every weekend, getting full of drugs, just
Where that, you know, where I thought the story was going there.
I just full of it every weekend
Oh,
because it was the only way I could kind of
Numb
cope
the
with it.
pain.
Essentially, it's your typical sort of shit, but it got to the point because my mum worked away for most of my years, so from the age of like 15 till about 19 I was home alone.
Yeah.
So obviously, lads, free housekeeping
Yeah, so house parties all the
every
time.
weekend, mate. Aye.
I just find it crazy how just that one thing sort of like
Yeah.
affects, like, you know, like that one decision, and it's not something you're control of. That's someone else's decision.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
do you know
that's
what I mean? And
crazy.
then how it affected you. So, well, how did you get out of that? Like,
That.
Because basically, the money I was getting was going on drugs and drink. And since my mum was away, I had to pay for like gas and electricity and food.
Yeah.
And it was getting to the point where my money was going on drugs and drink and not my food. So I was going like weeks on to without eating food, and like it was just not like emotionally but physically breaking us. And then there was just a point where I was like, what am I doing?
I'm sorry about this.
What am I doing? And then that's when I was like, fuck, like slowly started like, because all my friendship circle at the time was like 30 odd people, all sessioners. Obviously, when you're out having a good time, why would you want to stop it?
Yeah, true.
So I just basically, 6 years later, I've had good times.
And you stopped being friends with them as well?
Yeah. It was the only way, man.
You did the same thing as well, like, because you said that you had a lot of friends.
My parents watched this.
Spicy that.
Yeah, we like to eat a lot of kebab. That's what we do.
Let's just edit that bit.
No, it's fine.
No, but I get what you mean, because especially when it's around you, it's all you see, it's all you know.
Yeah.
You
get influenced by them.
The exact same. But how come you made it out though? Like, because you're in a suit now, you're like in a tree, going from that to like, I don't know, like, what was that key, like? Because I'm trying to find out myself. Like, sometimes I lose motivation. I think we spoke about this where I'm just like, bro, I just want to drink, bro. Like, I just want to have a few chill.
It's easy, man.
When did you find out, like, okay, this is not for me. This is not me. This is someone else.
Because I wasn't, like, I think the main part of it was, like, before I went out every weekend, I knew what the night out was going to be. I knew what my night out was going to be before I'd done it. Yeah. So I knew what was happening.
So there's nothing spontaneous.
Exactly. It wasn't a night out. It was just
I think I had
routine.
the same experience.
You know what I mean? You just get used to it.
I had that phase every weekend. I'm like, well, I'm just repeating the same day. There's nothing.
There's nothing different. You expect something new, but not in you happens. And you're just like, I allow it.
Aye. So then eventually I was like, well, something needs to change.
Bro,
and then
you need to start like I feel like people need to like how do people find out about people like you? Do you know what I mean? It's like how did you
Instagram.
How did this happen?
I just followed. I have some girl from Newcastle or something. She's got like few K followers. And you were on a story. I don't even know her. I just follow some fit lasses on Instagram.
Which one is it?
I don't know. I don't even remember, you know.
Yeah.
And I think I'm followed her by now. I just got sick of all the spam. They do like, my salon and hairdresser. I'm like, I didn't care. And
so you unfollowed her.
But I followed him because he looked funny. And then I just...
Whoa, wait, what?
He looks funny, like on his story.
Okay.
And like, I kept watching his highlights and it was like my style of... That was like months ago. And then like, I just had him on his stories and we interacted a few times.
So you posted like an emoji like, hey, this is lit.
Yeah, this is fire, yeah. The occasional, reply.
And then we're just kind of like...
And then obviously we started the podcast. Yeah. And I was like, I know who would be interested and like quite talkative. And here we are.
Mate, this is how we meet people in 2020, bro.
Instagram.
That's the thing I genuinely love about social media. So, for example, my most recent one, I went to Texas about 6 years ago on a holiday with my mum.
Yeah.
And I've got them all on Snapchat. And basically, he'll Snapchat me. But obviously, the time difference from here to Texas is like 6-8 hours or something.
Yeah.
So I'll be lying in bed 2 in the morning, bloody reading a book or something, and I'll get a Snapchat from me mate in Texas who's fucking shooting wild boar, drinking beer, and I'm like, this is mental, man. But that's the power of it.
Yeah.
I've got a friend in Canada who's Snapchatting us when he's on the opposite side of the world, and like, it's just mad. I love anything.
Yeah, but like people say it's the good and the bad, isn't it? Like the fact that this can happen, just like, bro, I see you on Instagram. Let's get like, but
I know.
This is something that would never happen back in the day, bro. Like, we would have to write a letter.
Unless you got well-trained
Send a
pigeons.
I know. Like, Kane, sorry for the... imagine if a girl like replying back saying, okay, it just took 3 months.
Send news. Go, pigeon,
Imagine
go.
someone like me as well that like, I missed the bus. That's just like, bro.
We need to talk about the delay. So while we're in the car, Yusuf, you need to explain yourself.
Bro, so yeah, you know when it's just not your day, bro. Actually, I'll be entirely honest, bro. Like, you know one of those nights where like,
no bullshit excuses.
No. I mean, so I have to be respectful. You get me? But like, I went to bed really late.
Okay.
Right, so it was like really late. So I was really putting in work. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean now.
I was thinking, I got this, bro. Like, I was looking at the time. I was like, one more?
Really? Fun.
Okay, no. But it was something like that. And then like I woke up and I was like, bro, like it was like 20 minutes and I couldn't like run to the bus.
It's okay. As long as he got action, that's...
Yeah, it was, I don't know, not even like that. It was, I wouldn't tell you the full story, maybe we'll probably tell it, but it was like, it was one of those ones I couldn't just leave.
Nah.
Why
you know
couldn't... Oh, really?
I couldn't just be like, oh,
and you made me wait. Yeah?
No.
I missed my class.
Deeper, bro. It was like, you know, one of those ones where it's like, I can't just be like, okay, I'm leaving now.
Yeah, it's like just too rude, isn't it?
Yeah, it's rude. It's like, okay, oh shit, let me get my, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
see you later.
I get it. No,
like, do you know what I mean? And then it was like, okay, like, it just,
felt,
felt a bit like rude. And it's Vic as well. Like,
just situational though, isn't it?
Yeah. Pick up Vic's, by the way.
Yeah, she's normally the producer, bro.
She doesn't watch this, does she?
She does. She watched the last one when we talked about like relationships and stuff.
Okay. So all the relationships.
Yeah, that's what she was interested in. It was one of those ones, but I got here. See, I think that's something we could talk about. Like when you want to do something, you have to do it. You can't let like little things get in the way. Like we're in the car, bro. Make a way. Do you know what I'm saying? And then, well,
what I respect as well, he never met me and he doesn't know me. And I said, oh, I'm late for this and I'm sorry. And he kept like, he was like, you know what? It happens. It's like it's cool. That's what I respect about you.
But then I'm just thinking like, bro, like when you woke up this morning, right? Do you think you were going to be in a car in the middle of Sunday? With an hour in Nigeria. Shooting a podcast. How was your mindset? Like bro, you don't look phased, bro. You don't look phased. Some people would be like, what is going on?
Yeah, fine.
I would be like, what is going on? Like, sometimes I'm in certain situations, and I'm like, how did I end up here? Do you ever get like that sometimes? I'm just like...
to be honest, a lot of my life I've had very shit luck. So like from a young age I've kind of just accepted it.
Yeah.
Like there's been times where I've ended up getting like jumped by 5 lads when walking down the street with like a few mates, and then next thing I'm on the floor, I'm like,
I was just walking down the street.
Like,
how did I end up here? Like,
I got jumped one time because someone mistaken me for a lad who was double me size and wasn't even my name. Came over, I dropped this.
Was he a lord as well?
Nah. Funny why you dropped this. You're a lord, goddammit.
Well, bro, how have you lived? So how old are you?
23.
How have you lived? You've been jumped. You have land. You've
done so.
This guy's own business now.
You got your own business. You're in a suit. You've sold stuff. Like, how have you done so much? Did you go to uni or did you?
Nah.
No, I think probably because like when
that's probably why.
Because you have 4 years. You have more time to experience life when you're not in uni.
Because most of my friends go to uni. Not aimed at yous.
Yeah, disrespect.
I hate uni. Don't worry.
Disrespect uni,
but uni, unless, like in my opinion, unless you know exactly, and I mean exactly what you want to do for the rest of your life, by all means go to uni.
Yeah.
If you don't not go to uni.
Yeah.
Don't.
It's the 4 years you're gonna waste. That's the most important 4 years of your life.
And it's unrealistic to expect an 18-year-old to know what they want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, true. It's not 36-year-olds don't even know what they do, man.
Like, bro, like, and I feel like we need to sort. That's something probably as our generation probably would be the first to like deviate from like.
True.
Bro, this uni thing doesn't make it. Like, if I want to be a brain surgeon,
For me.
fair enough, go to uni.
Exactly.
But if I want to be a musician.
And also back now, our generation as well, because there's so many like different markets and different paths you can take. But back in the days, it used to be your typical, you work for your dad when you're young, and then you go to your education, and then you get the 9-to-5 job, and you get your family and you settle down. That's like, you know, for the internet.
That's just the government scheme.
Yeah.
Like in my opinion.
Yeah, and then you get a house, you get a mortgage,
there's so many
you get like, you pay your rent. You know what I mean? But okay, but for you actually, this is what I think I was gonna ask you. So you've done so much already, like so many different things, right? 5 years from now, where do you see yourself, bro?
5 years.
This is a job interview, by the way.
Wife, kids,
secrets,
baby,
millionaires.
You know what I mean?
I would never rule out wife and kids because I don't know who my next partner's going to be essentially. Could come along tomorrow. Well, not so much a wife.
She might watch the podcast.
Hey, your wife could be watching this podcast.
Bro.
She might just leave a comment. A cheeky comment.
And you're like, oh, okay, comment.
Nice hair.
But yeah, so 5 years. Like, do you have any particular like?
Really, 5 years. If I would love to be retired. Personally, that would be
5
fucking
years.
awesome.
That's stretching it, man.
5 years, bro.
Mad.
With my new business, I would like to have I'd like to have at least £250,000 worth of money invested in through my company.
Yeah.
I would like to have made at least 50 people financially free in the sense that they've quit their job and stuff like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Number one. Number one.
Yeah,
number one.
my guy.
Yeah, me, I want to quit my bro, that's another story, but continue.
Take me mum on at least 10 holidays by then, to be honest, because she deserves the world, man.
5 years.
That's amazing.
And just help people.
Do you remember that, by the way, or do you have it written down somewhere?
I've wrote it down.
I was about to say it because I didn't remember all this.
Nah, I've wrote it
but
down.
I respect that though, because I feel
That's
like
crazy.
you had an answer. Like some people ask them 5 years from now, and they're like, bro, maybe I don't know. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Nah,
you have to at least have a plan and a vision.
You do, yeah. Like not too specific, but you do sort of. Like for me, I said after graduation, I want to work for a big company at least for 5 years, and maybe if I have good enough experience in the industry I'm in, like I want to work for myself.
Yeah.
So that's like it's not. I don't know who I'm gonna work for. But, like,
But you
that's an
have a
idea.
gen. Like even for me as well with the AfterDark events and something after dark, I want to like have an AfterDark building, like a live music venue.
Aye, where
That'll
everyone
be
can
sick.
come and
So
chill.
rather than using like other people, anyone could just come in,
That'll be-
put on a show.
That's sick.
It's doable. I want to do by the end of the year, hopefully. Like that's sort of like the
Really?
by the end of the year. I was speaking to someone. I'm giving it too much.
He's on the hot seat.
But yeah, I do this, but there's a lot I need to work about on myself, and that's the first thing I'm realizing.
The good
like,
thing is with what you're doing, like with here and what you're doing with the, like on the side, is that it's not just about you. You know, you're involving people with our talents. You know, you're involving even like for like someone can come and watch who has nothing to do with it. They just want to come watch and see rap potential and stuff, or whatever it is it may be. You're getting all type of crowds involved, and that's what I think is fucking awesome about it, to be honest.
Yeah, actually, we might, you know, this is how something after that works. Like literally talking to you about this, right? So you have a business, right? And this is how we can sort of like help each other.
Yes.
Like, do you know what I mean? So you spoke about how you want to help people invest money into forex and stuff, and then it's like there's people probably watching this podcast.
And
like,
they been thinking
Sat
about
with like 10 grand in the bank.
Yeah.
What do I do?
But it's still potential clientele. Like you don't know who's
true.
watching this podcast and stuff. So it's pretty good. Like I feel like overall we all like help each other. Like,
we do, yeah.
If
And
you
that's
have
how
the
it should be, man.
but then like you get to the point where like in business people start to move mad.
I mean, yeah, obviously there's backstabbing and everything in business. And
I
you always get that, but
I was watching all these crime documentaries about like the Gambino family and like all these like mobsters and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and I was just it scared me a bit, bro.
Nah, different
it's always
levels.
that side of
man.
everything.
If someone comes to like a bloody like put your hand, sell me your company, you're like, whoa, no, it's not that deep,
Chop
bro.
a finger or something.
Like, but do you know what I mean? Like, if someone came to your dad right now, right? I was like, give me a kebab shop. And he's like,
Give me a kebab
no,
shop.
that's what they literally did, and he's like, no. He's like, listen, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Okay, Godfather. He loves the Godfather as well.
Literally, it's those sort of movies, and I'm like, bro, like, am I tough enough? Like, am I brutal enough? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you ever think about that? Like, are
Have
you?
you been thinking about stealing my takeaway shop?
No, what?
Well, I'll give you free parmesans, you know. You don't have to do it.
I know we've probably been speaking, but I feel like in business, right? You say you want to help people, which is good, right? Good, you all want to help people.
Yeah.
But not all successful businesses help people.
Correct.
You have to
True,
realize
true,
you need a bit of
yeah.
being a, like, let's know, asshole.
You need a bit of balls about
Yeah,
you.
you need a bit of,
You do need to
you
be
need to
like
be a bit of a
bit
cutthroat.
tough.
Like, can you sack someone? Do you believe you can sack someone?
I've sacked people before.
I would have like the free
that's mean, bro.
and go type thing.
What do you mean?
So like everyone makes mistakes, right?
No, it's not a mistake. This is a business decision. The company needs to shed some weight.
It would depend. There's so much.
But you would have
variables.
See what I'm
You
saying?
would,
You,
though.
you need to be able to make that.
I'm already making excuses for them, man.
You know, pal. Someone comes to you like, oh, but I have a mortgage. My kid has cancer, and you're just like,
You're like, fam, I can't think of your family.
If they failed once, and I was like, look, this is what I need to do it again, then you sack. And then they come up to the second time after they failed, second time, like, I got a mortgage, right? I told you
But what if
first
he
time.
brings his baby to the office and be like, look, he's hungry.
That's a tenner.
No, literally, what if he didn't do anything wrong, right? The business is
that's
operating at a
terrible.
loss, right? You need to
Right.
cut off some employees.
Oh.
You look around you and you're like,
Who's the weakest link?
who's the weakest link? And the weakest link just had a baby, bro.
Oh, man.
Are you the kind of businessman that
Congrats
would
on the
make that
baby, you're
business?
fired.
I'd like to think that if I was at the point of a business owner, that I would have enough business mates or business partners where I could like, right, you're not working here anymore, but you can go and work for like Colette, who owns like a tanning salon.
So
or
you'll
something.
try to find an alternative.
Yeah.
But it's good. I feel like it's good. But I feel like in business sometimes,
You do need to be.
You do need to be ballsy, man.
You need to be like
my dad, for example, because he is technically a business owner, even though it's a takeaway.
Oh,
he was too nice, even with customers and with the drivers that we get. He was too nice, and they take advantage of that. So I was like, look, Dad, don't get your emotions mixed up with your business is business. Like, if they don't like the food, fuck them.
I feel like you're more like cutthroat. You're more
so like for example, he used to make me fire people.
Right, because
I'm like, look, mate, I'm gonna be honest with you. You just shite.
Nah,
you just shit. The
thing is, though, you're in the right. Because it's pointless, like, oh, blah, 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 when it's really, like, if you want shit,
they need the honesty, because no one will tell them. If no one tells them, they'll never get better as well.
But it's something that comes to experience. Like, I feel like you have it, but I just feel like sometimes when you start thinking of millions, as you said, like millions, you're going to have a lot of enemies. One thing you should know. Yeah. You're going to have to make some decisions that might not sit well with you, but it's a decision you have to make nonetheless. And I don't, like, some people message me, right? And I know, like, can I perform at the AfterDark show, right? Might not be the best musician.
So now you have to tell them.
Yeah, but sometimes, or like I have like a lot of spots filled out, and I'm like,
this could be.
It's because especially now at the start as well, you're not really.
Yeah, I don't want to be like, I know, bro. No. Like, you know what I mean? I can't do it. And I feel like it's I don't know how to tell people no.
I suppose as well, because you personally, you won't know who's the next talent that's coming in.
No, it's not necessarily that. It's just the fact that, like,
you have to have a standard, and you can't go lower.
No, the thing about that, there's a range of performers, and I love that. Like, you get like really, really good, you get mid-range, you get like, and that gives it what it is. Yeah. But it gets to a point where like, you can't just accept. Like, it's just
everyone.
Like, it's like everyone's like, I already have a full list. If I just keep saying yes to everybody,
that's unorganized now.
Then it's unorganized. It's like everyone's just like doing what they want and stuff like that. I'm not the kind of guy to be like, hey, bro, no.
I'll tell them. I'm your
manager.
Do
you hold like interviews for people, or do you just kind of people like, look, I want to come on?
Do you go on interview to come on the
podcast? I listen to your songs and I'm like, okay, this is good. Oh, I see what you're trying to do here, and I say I like the range, but after we have like 12, 15 performers, and then we also have this bit for the audience as well to come perform. So it's like, bro, I can't really.
Yeah.
The only thing I think you could possibly try to get around that is say, like, if you want to be on, because we're expanding very quick and because we're getting a lot of applicants, we'll have to start narrowing down the search. So because of that,
I was worried at one.
If you can send in like a 2-minute video just explaining a bit about yourself. Yeah. Obviously first impressions everything, right? So if just that 2 minutes, if I'm like, hi, my name's Bob, I'm here to sing today.
Bro,
already you've got
the stage.
Hi. And then I'm like, hi. So obviously you'll get a gist of what that person's like. So like maybe try to get like a mini interview type thing sorted.
Yeah. Like it's learning experience for me.
It's not only if you're a good singer as well. If you're awkward at the mic, fine.
Awkward. Like I feel like sometimes like it's just like. I feel like what I'm trying to teach, like why I'm doing the whole AfterDark thing is to get people, if you want to be a musician, you have to know how to perform. That's what people don't understand. People believe musicians about stream. I feel like you have to know how to engage people. And that's why it's like, I'm trying to like, even me, I'm trying to teach myself how to do that. Yeah. Like some people are so uncharismatic, bro. Like you could be a really, really good singer.
Yeah. Well, we mentioned it before you came downstairs. Where I was talking about like programmers. Yeah. And I was saying you could be a really, really good programmer. If you don't have the soft skills and the people skills, because you're gonna work in a team. You're gonna work for a company. What's the point of being a good programmer?
Is it just in your headphones in typing and stuff like?
There's no point.
But it's a very, like I say, it's a learning experience. I'm learning, you're learning, and I feel like you're smashing it already.
I know. He's got more followers. Bro, tag us on this story. Yeah.
I'm on Instagram for 8 years, man. I should have more than I've had a long time, man.
Hopefully we can get our follower numbers up. Like,
fam, that's the thing. It's
you got it set as a business account.
Yeah, I've got. He's got one for the
analytics and all that.
Yeah, I get the analytics.
I've got mine. My personal one is like a business.
Mine as well is a business one.
Best thing I've done. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes it is boost the post, so do promotions.
I do that as well.
Fuck the reach.
How do you do that? Does it cost?
Yeah, I do that for.
But you can choose it, mate. It's ideal.
We'll talk about it on the way.
Hey,
off the camera.
But it's like £5-6 and you get like.
Fam, I'll pay that. You know what I mean?
You can choose. So what I done was £1 a day for 10 days, so it was 10 quid for 10 days.
Does it boost?
Oh mate,
you get like thousands and thousands of views.
Shut up.
It depends. You can either get, if it's like depending on what it is, you can do different advertisements. But you can get someone to come pop in your inbox. You can get someone to follow you, or
Someone
like
to go to your website.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how like you do your videos and it's not necessarily about their trading? You do like the normal day-to-day. Like I love it, by the way. It's like a vlog sort of.
Oh yeah.
Because no one does it like. When the people you know, they just post your typical having food, but you actually reel to the camera. That's what I try to do. Do you get a lot of replies every time you post? No. Do you get interaction? You don't?
The most times, whenever like I'll revolt, because I do cover a lot of shit and I talk a lot of shit.
I like it. I want to break at work. I'm like, are you there?
The most response I do generally get is when like it's more like serious and I'm like being more heartfelt.
Yes.
And like trying to like give out inspiration.
Motivational. Yeah.
Like the main reason why I keep kind of just carrying on with it all, because there's been times where I'm thinking,
like what?
Like how like he's really keen, like fucking hell, like it's cost me mind a lot. But when I look back over the years, I've had so many people messages, like random as I don't even know, saying, look, never met you, but what you've said on that story,
I texted you that,
like this. And it touches me heart, man. I'm like, fuck. Someone's actually reaching out to me and saying, look, I'm happy and proud, so just prepare.
Like, even speaking with you now, like I feel like the more you do it, because you do it every day and then you're posting, like it becomes part of you.
It does.
Like, the whole thing about
it's a way to express yourself as well.
The whole thing you said about the suit as well, it's something I'm thinking about as well, like just from the conversation I've had with you, like how you dress up, it's
from here
it was what you said earlier, you do not know who you're going to meet.
Yeah, that's something
and
like,
I saw that in a video and I was like, oh my god, it's so true. It's so true.
I'm dressing up in the suit tomorrow, bro.
Well, I'm gonna trim my beard for tomorrow in case I meet.
Bro, how long are we actually? Oh, bro, I feel like we've just been talking, bro.
Yeah, because that's like the second bit, isn't it? Well, do you want to round it up?
Should we just use the sec? No, it's
no,
cool,
full whack, man.
The full one,
the whole thing. Yeah, I'll have to change the audio because I think when you were checking earlier when I told you to check, I think you had finished it. That's what happened.
Did it?
Yeah, and you still managed to mess up the podcast.
That couldn't have been me.
Yeah,
bro,
okay, well.
So how we rounding this up, bro? Like, so for you, bro, what do you want to leave the After Dark like audience with? Do you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Tell them, bro.
So, if you're a new viewer to this right now, keep watching.
Okay.
This is my first time personally doing anything like this.
Yeah.
To viewers out there, watch it. You know, people have plenty of time spare. 10, 20, 30 minutes, whatever it is, watch it, because even just this conversation alone, what we've all talked about in discussion, there's a lot of value in the conversations. Yeah. Not so much this one, but all the other ones that have done. Yeah. There's a lot of value, and I feel like if people spend a bit of time watching it, it might
change the way they look at things.
Yeah, bro.
And just get, like, it's just about getting something from it. You know, someone might watch this and think, oh, I really like what you said. Someone else might think, like, I love what he said. Or someone might, you know what I mean? There's just always something to take away from it.
I feel like you've been selling stuff for so long.
I feel like you're doing it.
You're selling our podcast.
Little mad, you know. I'm like, you better watch it, you little shit. That's what I say.
I can't even sell it that well, bro.
No, I guess it's being natural, I guess. I mean, look, I keep opening the door so the light doesn't go off.
But you know, as you said, it happens. The fact that we did it, which is really good, and I'm pretty appreciate the fact that you're just like chilled about it.
I know,
you know
I know, like there was inconvenience.
Cool.
No, lads, thank you for having us, man. It's a fucking honour and a half.
Honour, bro.
I'm so buzzing to be here.
You never know, one day we might go big. You never know.
Like I said, if you have any musical talent as well, like if you rap.
Sorry, with that, right, so
you spit bars.
I wish. I try, but I really can't. I've got a one line or two. That's about it. But basically, I've got a mate called Troy Soulsby. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No.
He started a business or a page called Any Rising.
I know the page. Are you serious?
Well, he's a very good mate of mine, and I think this could.
I know the guy. I think.
Any Rising. I follow them, man.
I follow them as well.
Is that the two girls that came?
The two girls that came.
Oh my god! The last time he was performing in like a little pub, the two girls came. His lass. She was coming, like promoting his Any Rising, and it was like Yusuf should perform at his.
100%. The guy who runs it all is good friends of mine, but he's so canny. He's honestly a very genuine lad, and his intentions of that business is to rise the any talent.
That's sort of what we're doing after that.
So this podcast alone, what you're trying to do, everything that is going on with all yous, fucking message him, man. I'll do it myself.
We'll get him on the podcast.
Yes, no, definitely 100%.
But we got like guests though, like
we need
next
to
year.
finish. We need to cut this, by the way. So, cheers for watching.
I thought you were-